Hello and welcome to my real estate channel. My name is Brandon Ennis. I'm a local realtor in Rockford, Illinois. I'm just here to try and start my real estate channel and try and talk about real estate information and real estate facts and stuff that's important to you and things and topics that are important to me that I think the general public should know from my experiences before being a realtor, and then actually, buying my first home and being a homeowner. Um, so I just want to say welcome to my channel. This is just a start of many videos, and I want to dive deep into the information of real estate and kind of get my backstory out there so that people can see it from my point of view and whatnot. Um, I guess we'll just start with, me buying my first home. It was definitely an experience. And with doing that, it has helped me facilitate with my clients in purchasing their homes or selling their homes, um, whatever the case may be. But with buying a home, especially when I was buying, it was definitely a good buyer's market to where you kind of had your choice of houses to kind of look from, and everybody definitely has that FOMO, fear of missing out. And I definitely went through that, and I wanted to see it all, whatever was available to me within my budget. And um, ultimately, we had seen everything that was on the market, but I had went through one house and I just had a feeling. And when you get into real estate or when you're wanting to buy or sell, you'll definitely get that gut feeling, and um, you'll know. That's how I kind of knew when I stepped in to my house that I own now, is that I got to see what was on the market, but this one stood up and standed out as a good contender and better than most for the money and what I was getting in the property and everything, in the condition, and also in real estate, location. So that's very important. And even with my clients, especially my buyer clients, that I've shown them houses, and we walked through a house and we've all gotten a good feeling about it. But then, of course, they want to go see what's out there available to them. And ultimately, what happens is that they come back to the house that they had a good feeling about. Usually, about 8 out of 10 times, that's usually the case. Or just like when you are selling your property, 9 times out of the 10, the first offer is usually the best offer, depending on if it's priced correctly and the location of the property and the condition and everything. But most of the time, that first offer is going to be your best bet. But of course, not everything is guaranteed with that first offer. I've seen things flop and go the different way, but I've recovered from that and made it the best deal possible for my clients. In real estate, you just never know what to expect. So that's why you just got to be prepared and to know your facts and your do's and your don'ts, and just do your due diligence on when you're buying or selling. And definitely talking to a real estate professional like me will definitely make or break you in your decision making. If you're buying or selling in the Rockford area, this information is going to be very valuable to you. If you're, anywhere else in the world or in the United States, it might be similar, but there's different laws and codes of real estate. But for the most part, it's very similar for the United States, at least. But of course, states have different rules. But in Illinois and Rockford, with my local knowledge of the area, it can definitely be an advantage to you when buying or selling, as you know the market conditions. and you know how to kind of go about putting in an offer and how to structure it properly so that you stand out against all the other offers. Or selling, because right now it is a seller's market. It doesn't mean that it's impossible to buy. It just means that, you know, you might not get exactly your dream home, but you will get a starter home or whatnot, and you will definitely be a homeowner. But there's definitely plenty of steps to actually get towards putting a offer on a house. And I will be making different videos and whatnot and breaking everything down. Probably do a whole video on the buyer side and whatnot, and the things to look up for and how to get started and that, and then I'll probably do a seller video. But I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Brandon Ennis. I am a local here. Been living here my whole life in Rockford, Illinois. So I believe with my local knowledge, you can definitely make all the difference. And Rockford was actually voted the #1 housing market in America recently by Zillow. And that's fantastic news. And with that being said, you know, having the right information can point you in the right direction, or can make you spend more money than you had to. And you know, nobody wants to spend more money than they have to. And you know, I just want to give you guys the right information and try to make leeway into the real estate world, as some people don't know where to start, or they don't know what questions to ask, or they're afraid to ask questions. But with me, I'm not afraid to answer any questions you may have. I'd like to help anybody out that's out there. You know, if you're in Rockford, Illinois, or Northern Illinois, I'd be more than happy to help you out and answer any questions. Or if you hire me as your real estate agent, we can definitely go in depth in person and go over any details or questions you may have. Or you can comment in the comment section, or message me, and we can, you know, start there. But I definitely want to get started on my real estate channel, and I just want to be here and start. I believe that with the right information, it can definitely make all the difference in a real estate transaction. And just one point to start out, you know, if you're going to go buy, you definitely need to know your budget. And I'll talk, like I said, more on that on a different video. But for now, this is just a start and an introduction to myself. Again, my name is Brandon Ennis. I'm a local realtor in town of Rockford, Illinois. Lived here my whole life. Went to high school, went to preschool, went to elementary school here. And I just want to, you know, give back with the information that I've learned with my own experiences. You know, and I can tell you, you know, with owning a home, there's a lot more to go towards that than, you know, most people think. You know, I'll make another video of, you know, what I had to go through when owning a home, and the maintenance, and, you know, the unexpected things that, you know, can and unfortunately will happen. And I'll dive deeper into that in a different video. But I appreciate you guys viewing and watching my video. There's definitely more to come, and I appreciate you being here and wanting, you know, different information and whatnot to be verifiable. And hopefully, you know, you stick with me and you continue watching my videos. And again, I thank you, and I wish that good fortune may smile upon you, and have a dandy day.